Hello there guys, welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. Ugh, what were we doing? We were in the cultist hideout about to take on Marta. Okay, let's do this. Let's creep in there and see what's going on. Knock knock. Listening at the vent, you hear only the sound of moving air. Open the door. Hello? Game saved. Well, that's not worrying at all. We're going to get attacked by cultists. Hello, everyone. I'm just a friendly guy just passing through. Oh, shit. The initiate closest to the door whips his head up to look at you. He takes a stutter step backward in alarm, then opens his mouth to cry for help. Shoot him. You don't want to do that. Chloe looks deep into the initiate's eyes, transfixing him. We're not here to hurt you. Do you really think I can get to that door before I get to you? The initiate eyes you nervously. His gaze flits to Glory, then falls to her cyber limbs. He swallows. No, he takes a step back. Please don't hurt us. Like I said, we don't want to hurt anybody. We're just here to have a word with Marta. Alone. You're not going to hurt her? No, of course not. We just want to talk. We're old friends. So convincing, Glory. You got him. You got him, Glory. You'll totally buy that shit. Yeah, okay, you do that. He takes a step back, then screws up his courage. But you'd better be telling the truth. If anything happens to her... Don't worry, kid. Nobody's getting hurt tonight. Dun, 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 dun. We can talk to the female initiate as well. Should we do that? Hello, female initiate. The initiate by the door is staring at Glory's limbs, her eyes wide. She's a mousy little thing, probably somewhere in the vicinity of 17 years old, with purple contact lenses and a shock of blue hair. She glances up at Glory, blinking. You used to live here, didn't you? I've seen your picture before. Glory's expression remains neutral. Really? I think so. I didn't look at it long. It was in a room that I wasn't supposed to be in, but I'm pretty sure that it was you. It probably was. You're right. I did live here a long time ago. I was like you back then, a scared kid, brought here by Marta for a chance at a new life. I like Marta. She's so nice. I always feel safe when I'm with her. Most adults aren't like that. They either don't notice you or they do for the wrong reasons. But Marta, she cares about us. There's a long pause, and then the initiate looks to you, screwing up her courage. She speaks. Can I ask you a question? Go on then. Well, I overheard Marta talking with Mr. Harrow yesterday. I think they were talking about our meeting with him, the one that Marta was just telling us about, where we'll learn to see the world in a different way. Oh dear. Well, I couldn't really hear the whole conversation. It was all muffled. But what I could hear was kind of weird. Mr. Harrow said some stuff about a shrine, and then it sounded like he changed the subject because he started talking about dinner. Something about chopping up meat. Oh dear. Well, Marta got real upset. Said they're too new, they're not ready, make the older ones do it, stuff like that. But then Mr. Harris said some other things, and then she calmed down again. When she left, she was smiling. And so I was just wondering, do you know what they were talking about? I want to make sure that Marta is okay, but I can't ask her about it because I don't want her to find out that I was eavesdropping. We should probably open this bitch's eyes, I think, and tell her the shizzle. No, why? Is that where we're going to make dinner? Glory cuts in, her voice is gentle. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll make sure that Marta is okay. He said gentle, Glory. That was not gentle at all. Alright, but don't tell her that I told you, please. Don't worry, we won't. How long have you been here, by the way? Almost a week. She shuffles her feet. Eventually she looks up with a small smile. It's wonderful. Of course it is. So much nicer than living on the street, isn't it? Glory's face is kind, but her tone is one of incredible sorrow. You be good, sweetie. Don't you worry. We'll all take care of Marta. The girl smiles sheepishly and steps back. As you pass by her on your way to the door, Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. It's like I thought. Things have changed in the past few years. How so? Back when I lived here, I would never have let such a fresh convert prepare a sacrifice. He'd wait until she was in so deep, until she felt so indebted to him that she couldn't turn tail and run. It was a rule. You let newcomers get settled for a month, maybe two, before teaching them the more unsavory aspects of cult life. Even then, you'd start them off slow. Their first lessons would use pork or chicken, never human meat. That didn't come till much later. Indoctrinating a new recruit after a week is risky as hell, and he would never have done it when I lived here. The shrine. He's using it to brainwash the initiates faster than he used to. She nods. That's what I'm thinking. Howard's getting lazy, letting his captive spirit do the heavy lifting for him. Ah, so this means it might be easier for us to break it. If they're, not really that psychologically, won over. I'm still working on that, but I don't think that this shrine is just a tool for Harrow anymore. I think that he relies on it. He's using it as a crutch. She cocks her head slightly, a thoughtful expression on her face. I think that he's let himself become dependent on the damn thing. Yep, if he's going soft, it should be easier for us to take him down. She nods, a fierce look in her eye. On that, we are agreed. In we go. Knock, knock, Marta. Marta is just on the other side of this door. However this goes, we're going to have to move quickly afterward. If she dies, Harrow will know it, and I don't trust her to keep her mouth shut if she lives. So we take the key to the shrine room, break through the ward, and confront the spirit. Are we clear on that? Crystal, let's fucking do it. Hey, Marta. Oh, hey, Marta. The woman in this room is lovely, apparently. Full lips contrast artfully with her fine elvish features, and a tumble of fire-red hair spills down over her shoulders. Beyond her physical beauty, there's something inherently approachable about her. She exudes an almost palpable aura of kindness and warmth. Marta, Glory's old lover, the lure that Harrow used to draw her and so many others to Feuerstella. She looks up with a start at the sound of your approach. Her eyes go wide at the sight of Glory as she takes in her cyberware. Her mouth falls open in horror. What was her voice? She was like a warm softie, wasn't she? She was like, Glory? Yes, Marta, it's me. Glory's voice is cold. It's been a long time. You shouldn't have left me. It has. Marta swallows. The horrified look hasn't left her face. Glory, what have you done to yourself? What I had to do. I got out, Marta. It was the only way. Oh, Glory. All at once, the horror on Marta's face is replaced with an expression of profound sorrow. I am so, so sorry. Marta steps forward, her arms extended to wrap Glory in a hug. All at once, something in Glory's face changes. Her skin goes from pale to pallid, and her breath becomes ragged. She takes a step back and raises her claws into a defensive posture. Her voice frosts over with cold rage. Don't you touch me. You're one of Harrow's creatures. You always were. Marta stops short. One of his creatures? Glory, what are you talking about? Oh, do we intervene or do we let Glory do this? She's obviously got some sort of, I assume, magical aura. I'm gonna say nothing. You know as well as I do, you worship that monster. You seduced me into coming here so that I would worship him. If you hadn't found me, if you hadn't baited me, none of this would have happened. None of what? I haven't done anything. If you just left me where you found me, I never would have hurt anybody. My mother would still be alive. I never would have sold my soul to that abomination that you all worship. And I wouldn't have had to sacrifice my own body to escape from it. This place took everything from me, and it all started with you. She looks genuinely hurt. Harrow and I rescued you from a life on the street. A beautiful girl, homeless, penniless, living in a gutter. I pulled you away from all of that. I saved you. There's a long pause. Glory stares into Marta's eyes, her expression unreadable. I don't feel much anymore, Marta. Most of the time I'm completely numb. But for you, I can make an exception. I hate you. I'm sorry you feel that way, Glory. For my part, I still love you. The razors flick out of Glory's fingertips. Her lip curls into a snarl. Another lie. The last one you'll ever tell. Okay, so there is something weird going on. I mean, I'm so tempted to just let Glory just fucking shred the bitch, but is there more to it than what we think. I mean, Glory was here a long time ago. Maybe, and she was brainwashed at the time. Maybe there's more to it than she realizes. She doesn't think that she's lying. That's an interesting one. Yeah. Well, that something strange is happening. Like, maybe there's something here that amplifies emotions. So if Glory's already feeling angry, it's making her more angry. Okay, let's try one of these, see what happens. That's because it is true. I'll prove it to you. The words come stammering out of her, her eyes are fixed on Glory's razors. Ask me anything you want. I'll show you that I'm telling the truth. I never wanted anything bad to happen to you, Glory, not ever. She wills to face you. Why are you listening to her? She's just telling you what you want to hear. That's her whole purpose here. Remember, she's bait. Why should we listen to anything that she has to say? Knowing how the shrine is affecting her mind might help us. She fumes at you, but only for a moment. You might be right. I am right, Glory. Trust me, Bebs. We got this. Marta looks from you to Glory, a confused expression on her face. Her voice goes quiet. There's nothing wrong with my mind, Glory. I don't even understand what you two are talking about. No, of course you don't. She fidgets in agitation. I understand you're interested in learning more about this slick, but we're wasting time and we need that key. If Hera gets back here before we're dealt with that shrine, we're fucked. We do need that fucking key. Oh, man, hard choices. Fuck, I hate this. Which is the right one? I really want to just take the key and kill Harrow. Is there going to be consequences if we fanny about here trying to save Marta? See, I'm quite the pragmatist normally. I would just barge in and just kill everyone and fuck both out again. That's my plan. I would never listen to her and let her change our minds. However, this whole sort of quest line, if you think about it, you know, beyond just the thing, this is all about Glory's human side versus her cyber side, isn't it, really? It's a chance to redeem her humanity. And I think, like, going in like we did with Iger, just, like, brutally, is probably not the way forward. Let's go with you need to hear what she has to say. No, I don't think so. I frowned, turned into a snarl. What'll gnawed me is knowing that this bitch is still alive, still hurting innocent kids, still too blind to see Harrow for what he really is. As you watch, the hope dies from Marta's eyes. All that you can read in her expression is pain. She swallows hard and exhales, opens her mouth to speak, then that strange whispering noise fills the back of your skull again and the muscles of her face relax. Alright, Glory, I didn't want this, but you win. Her hands begin to glow. Let me show you what our husband has taught me since you disappeared. Bitch! God fucking damn it. I knew it. God, we should have just fucking duffed her up to start with. She's obviously a spellcaster. I don't think I even need to go into cover, do I? Let's just destroy her cover and then let Glory fuck her up. Claws, please, Glory. Do I want to make her bleed? Yes, I do. Frey armor. Do I need to strip the armor from her? She does have some armor. That one stuns and pierces. Strips 2 armor and a stacking bleed. I'll go with that. And follow it up with... Can we kill her with a normal slash, do we think? I reckon we can. Oh, no. Oh, yes, there she bled to death. Lols. Glory stands staring at the red ruin of Marta's body. Her eyes flick down to her claws, and an expression of growing horror creeps across her face. You okay, Glory? It takes her a long time to respond. Her voice is choked with long, dormant emotion. No, I'm not. Well, get your game face back on. We still got Harrow's shrine to deal with. She snarls out an answer. Her face is flushed red. Yes, I know. Back down and give me a moment. To her astonishment, you see that her eyes are welling with tears. Oh, God. All at once, the blood drains from her cheeks. She wipes the water from her eyes with a cold metal hand. Save the consolation speech. I'm over it. Her voice is frigid. Dead. She nods in the direction of the shrine room door. We got what we came for here. Let's go finish this. Oh, well. We tried, Glory. We fucking tried. Never mind. Can't win them all. The main is shit. We killed the mate. Sorry. You monster, you killed Marta. It couldn't be helped. Harrow's going to get you, you'll see. Nah, we're gonna fuck him up, mate. Don't worry about that. We're gonna fuck him up. Oh dear. It could have gone so much better. I feel like we probably fucked that up. You open the door to the shrine. As you step forward, the scintillating red light that streams from the doorway flickers and dies. There's a strange lurching sensation in your gut, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. That seems to have done it. Glory nods and reaches into her satchel. Her hand comes out clutching a small jar. I'm going to put a smear of this on your forehead. It's a sort of alchemical balm. A balm? It might bite me. Her voice goes quiet. Harrow told me how to make it. Oh. She unscrews the cap from the jar, revealing a pale white ointment. The surface glitters strangely in the dim light. If you ever wonder where my share of the take from our jobs has gone, this is the answer. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. What does it do, Glory? The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak in this place. Things can bleed through. This balm is like a lens. It focuses your perceptions, makes the haze real. She applies a smear of ointment to her forehead. It looks like a glob of glittering white paint. With this, we can deal with the spirit on its own level. Glad that you came prepared. She dips her finger into the balm and traces it down your forehead. The ointment feels cool and oily on your skin. I didn't have much of a choice. There's no way that I could pull this off without alchemical assistance. I wouldn't even want to try. She fishes in her bag a second time and pulls out a pair of silver necklaces. A rune-inscribed pendant dangles from each. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while you're dealing with the shrine, whatever you do. Got it. Glory puts on her own pendant. The necklace glitters slightly against her pale skin. I don't know what's going to happen when we step into that room, Slick. We're playing with forces outside of our control. Are you ready to do this? Ready as I'll ever be. There's a long pause before she speaks again. When she does, her voice sounds strained. At the very beginning of this thing, we both agreed that Harrow needs to die. I still want that. I want to bury my claws in his belly and pull his entrails out for what he did to me and to all the other kids like me. But from what I've seen here tonight, I suspect that Harrow isn't the real power here anymore. Yeah, it's the spirit, isn't it? I think that when Harrow started using his shrine, he handed the spirit chucked inside of it the keys to the kingdom. The bastard might think he's in charge here, but he isn't, not anymore. He's a servant just like everybody else. The only difference is that he doesn't know it. Interesting. What this means for us is that we shouldn't have to kill Harrow to put an end to all of this. I don't think that he'll be much of a threat on his own. Not anymore. If we can manage to purify the spirit rather than killing it, it'll withdraw from the cultists' minds willingly. We can save them. I think that if we purify the spirit, Feuersteller will die. We'll save all of the kids and the nightmares will end. If we do that, Harrow will get away. Yeah, she spits out the words, a bitter expression on her face. Harrow will get away. I don't like it either. He deserves to face justice, but I also don't think that he poses the kind of threat that he used to. He looks to me like he's trading his old tricks for easy power. Take that power away from him, and what does he become? A pathetic little man who fails to satisfy a vindictive idol. We don't know if it's true, but it probably is. No, we don't. I think that it's likely, but we don't know for sure. Oh, shit! Glory wants to save the cultists, though, doesn't she? Okay, fine, Glory. Have it your way. Oh, is this the spirit Oh. Could the spirit be messing with her? Okay, fine, we rescue the cultists. Have it, Yoi. This is your mish, Glory. It's your run. She nods. Let's do it. Game saved. Ooh, spooky. It's the shrine. Is there anything to pick up? No, okay. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high, sibilant voices fills the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory, what? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible force that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. The world lurches and everything goes black. Oh. You are dead. You were eaten by a grue. Slowly you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. Sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back towards consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whispers in your ears. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. Not red. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly the waves grow still and your senses calm. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon. The blasted ruins of Feuerstaller reach out in all directions as far as the eye can see. Holy shit. Warily she surveys your surroundings. I'd say that's an understatement. Where are we? I can't say for certain, but there's one thing that I'm sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. Wouldn't that make this hell? No, she shakes her head. I don't think it's as simple as that. But the spirit we're hunting is going to be here, right? Yes, it should be here somewhere. Okay. Right. Well, lovely. Let's have a poke around. Is this going to be a Yes, it is. Oh, shit, son. As you step forward, you find yourself gagging. The air in this room is saturated with a slaughterhouse smell, a smell like blood and bile and feces, the stench of an abattoir. Overhead, you catch sight of something sliding into the world. Ooh. It looks like a charred man, with a pair of tortured faces where its shoulders should be. The thing burns like a Roman candle, spitting white-hot sparks in a fiery plume. An oily substance runs down between its dangling legs and splatters onto the floor. Where those drips land, they burn. Behind the creature, a second thing lumbers into view, a wall of muscle, sinew, and burning pitch. The things lurch towards you, leaving a trail of greasy smoke in their wake. Okay. Lovely. Oh dear. What an opening move. God damn them. Let's start with Glory. Let's strip some fucking armor off of... I don't think I can reach the Mauler, so we'll do it on the Seek. Oh, I can't because I don't have... No, I do. We can Adrenal Pump. I'm going to use the Adrenal Pump. That only gives her an extra AP for the next 2 turns, not this turn. But it does mean that we can... Yeah, look, we can't reach with an armor slash because it's a double move. We could go in with a stun. Pierces and armor may do AP damage. Let's do that. Great! Good work, Glory. Fan-fucking-tastic. I'm going to try and do a crit on him then. There we go. Glory's just going to have to fucking tank it up for a bit. It's running, and now it's in heavy cover. But now that thing is in open ground. Let's get Glory to strip some armor from it. Oh, Glory! Fuck's sake. Jesus. Oh, that did some good damage. Oh god, Glory's tanking it up like a boss. Thank God. Right. We'll shoot this guy, and then Glory can just slash this one. Oh, sorted. The first bit is done. Well, there's another teleporter over there. And I'm guessing it's not the end, and there may even be a boss fight. But we're out of time. So this is where I'm going to leave it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.